Hello, welcome back to our D&D stream. It's been a while. Happy 4th of July. We took some time off for holidays and scheduling, but we have been playing off stream, so I'll catch you guys up for those that are keeping track. The party successfully completed the puzzle and made their way out of the sewers. They made their way from the sewers after Opal departed, after you guys exited. You guys learned while you were there, you found out the chamber you guys were looking for ended up being Pumat Soul's old mentor's lab. From there, Zelf was able to ascertain some information on the connection they're seeing with these crests, these I don't say enemies, but enemies they've encountered with the crests, especially that warlock with the same symbol that is similar to an archfey known as the Baba Yaga. Through some research within the past couple sessions we've played, he is able to ascertain that she's an archfey from the Feywild, and many of those reflections seem to be related to her extension of power. As Zelf did all this research, we cut to when the party finally got the reward and spoke to Pumat Soul. And with their reward, they were given 2 flying brooms, 1 bag of holding, a cloak of disguise, as well as a plethora of magic items and stuff they're able to buy, barter, or acquire through searching, as a sense. It'll come out in game whenever it does. You guys will notice that they're going to have some fancy new stuff. With their conversation with Pumat Soul, though, they did learn Artemis's bow, Onwin, comes from a legendary lineage known as the Vestiges of Divergence. She learned it belonged to another archfey, and it was used to be known as Fenthris. Let me get the full description for you. Fenthris was Wrath of the Fey Warden. It was an elven bow created by one of the gods, and it has known to fallen into some not so good hands, but through Artemis's experience and travels, that bow she's been carrying for a while, she learned that it comes from those lineages. Vestiges of Divergence are godlike artifacts or weapons that were created from the gods given to champions. They have known to exert themselves when they make a connection with their wielder, and as they progress in power, so does the bow, her bow in a sense, as well as other weapons such as names they were given such as Myth Carver, Whisper, Titanstone Knuckles, and Cabal Ruin. All were mentioned by Pumat Soul as other vestiges known to be in Wildmount, but no one's heard of them except for one known as Whisper. It was off the Menagerie coast, somewhere in the ocean. Was last said heard it was lost in. Meanwhile, they were also invited to a formal party. We'll say formal party, as Zadash is experiencing an annual event held by the Soldiers Academy as they're visiting the I didn't rehearse this. As the oh my god. Sorry. Oh my goodness, why am I blinking? Might be.
Will this party have Moken token?
What was do you guys remember the school I was talking about before?
I know they were from Rexentron.
The other one.
There's like 3 different things, right?
Oh, I forgot. I apologize.
So it's Rexidrome, Spellcaster.
No, that's not it. Sorry. 1 second. Gilded Willows.
Gilded Doorknobs.
I'm blanking out so hard right now.
Blanking Doorknobs.
There's that Sprawl, Pencil Market, Tri-Spire.
D&D Beyond has an Underdark mode. Very cute.
The Soltris Academy.
What was the other school in Zadash? Oh my god, I'm blanking so hard.
Cerberus Assembly.
No.
Mm-hmm.
The Holier Edition. There we go.
Wow, that was my
Uh,
next guess.
The Soldiers Academy was visiting the whole Erudition as for an annual event where they bring in their fighters as well as celebrate the mines. The party was invited by Pumat Soul to attend this party, this formal gathering, as they began to design and create their own formal aesthetic, I guess you could say. The day after they came back from the sewers. During the second day, the party also decided to have a day off, where some people decided to go to the library, others decided to go to the fight pits, and in learning, uh, what they did in the library was the more information about patrons and Fae, whereas the other party did learn that a new guild seemed to have taken over one guild that Phaelin was familiar with. As we pick up where we left off, where Phaelin was talking to uh, two members of the Split Striders, as Jazz and oh my god, Jazz and Dorvath are looking at you, and they're like, "Now, when you drop that illusion, we could talk more." As she reaches her hand out, but it seems very interesting in what you're doing.
So I get to go first. Okay. Hood goes back. Reveal. It's me.
As you see Jazz, the half-orc female with like dreads that look more ornate and like battle ready, so it's like colored in like reds and gold, not gold, reds and whites and some blacks braided in her dreads. She's like, kind of does that face as she's just putting her hand out and looks at Dorvath. Dorvath, the half-orc, the Goliath male, is just like, takes a lot of nerve to come here.
Yeah, well. Again, I'm accustomed to the ways of the gladiator pits, so you could say I'm not as intimidated as you think.
You know who you are. As you see, other members of the Split Stars are still talking in the background, kind of chatting about what happened. And they're just like, "We thought you were with House Evermore."
House Evermore. Yeah, well, you know, things just kind of didn't work out over there. I figured I had a more purposeful path to take.
Jazz looks at you. As her hand's still out, she kind of retracts back and she's just looking at you. She's like, "So what are you looking to do?"
I'm looking to get you guys to the top.
Just decided to come back, make a fool of yourselves at House Evermore, and then come over here?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the one that made a fool of ourselves, so technically it's not really my fault. So, anyways, I'll tell you what's in it for me. We get you to the top, and I, being, I guess, your trainer, commander in arms, if you could say, because you're gonna need my help.
They look at each other. Commander in arms. Yeah?
You don't think I could do it?
We know you can't. Why else are you coming to us?
Watch me. Is there anything in the vicinity of the area that I can kind of like smash or like destroy to like a crumbling pieces to sort of like show my dominance?
You're in the holding area, so you'd see some shelves. It's like 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 a locker room almost, the outside locker room area, and there's like the back. It looks like a general locker room area on the outside. So there's some easy shelves and tables around. Nothing too hard to find.
All right. How many people are there in this group besides Jazz and Darvath?
There is about for today about 13 people.
In the guild?
No, just you can see right now.
Oh, okay. I'm going to point to one of the people behind Jazz and Darvart that are obviously a part of their guild or association or whatever. And I just go, you, fight me.
You see, as you point to your hand out forward, you see behind Jazz and Dorvath another, like a human male, kind of bald with like a scar down his face. He has like almost like a tattoo on his arm because he's wearing the sleeveless vest of what you know to be looking like old military tattoos, sleeved out down his arm. He looks over. He's like, "Me?
You.
Who are you?"
I'm about to be your fucking master.
And you see everyone go, "What?" You hear this one voice in the background kind of be like, "What's Cosmo doing here?" And everyone's like, hushed. They look over. Now they're in a U around you. As the guy that you pointed out is in the middle, the two are in the front and they kind of viewed around, looking at you. The guy in the middle looks, he's like, "So you're the famous Cosmo." She can't even fight fair. And now she wants to come crawling over here. Maybe, you know, if you stay in House Evermore, they could go read some books and hang out, play by themselves.
Well, obviously, you guys have never even come close to coming up face to face with the Valley. I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot of experience with them. So, if you don't want fame and glory, that's on you guys. No skin out of my teeth.
Are you trying to persuade them, deceive them? What are you trying to do here?
I guess this is a persuasion because I'm trying to reverse psychology them.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do.
You
I just
know.
want to double check what you're trying to get away
Alright.
with. Yeah.
17.
As you're saying this, you see Dorvath and Jazz kind of look back at you. Jazz, she's just like, "Do you know who we are?
Obviously not.
Do you notice how Sterling isn't around anymore?
Yeah.
Who do you think got rid of him? Not the Valley, clearly. Not House Evermore. They're too busy being all little shit whips over there." And the guy in the middle, he's like, "Cosmo, you're lucky you're still able to walk in this room right now."
Doesn't that tell you something? Right then and there.
Dorvath looks at you, goes, kind of points at your hood. "You need that hood?
You don't know what I went to
walk-
get this hood.
Take a lap around the arena and see how far you go."
Make me.
Okay. I need you to roll a charisma saving throw.
Okie dokie. I wish it was a 1 so I could use lucky. I rolled a 2.
You see the that halfling earlier that you saw with the guitar strumming lightning out start playing this melody as your brain kind of like fogs a bit and you find yourself walking backwards out the door as you see everyone just going like this.
Am I able to say anything?
Yeah, you're able to. You just feel yourself charmed, wanting to walk backwards out the door.
Alright. Just you fuckers wait till I come back. You're gonna be sorry.
And you see them go, just wave like this. As you see one person go from like the crowd of people as they're like huddled in that U, Pay your way to challenge us. You're so big, Cosmo. Don't come walking in here.
Am I still like where am I like out the door at this point?
Not really. You're kind of walking slowly for them to kind of like smirk and kind of just look at you. They're kind of just
Okay.
giving you that condescending look.
If I'm being charmed, are they just making me walk or can I flip up the hood?
You could still do stuff. You're not they didn't charm you to freeze and turn around. They kind of charmed you just to walk away.
Okay. Damn, I didn't think I'd get this far. My route has been totally smashed. In that case, I'm just gonna like flip up the hood. I'm not technically turning tail and running because I'm being fucking charmed. Because I
Roll another
damn
charisma
2.
saving throw.
It's a 7.
You try to, as you put the hood up, you're trying to stop yourself from walking, but it's just, you feel the music and the melody just like meld into your head as you want to just push back from it.
Mm. Can I?
But they're calling cheap now, having to use charm on you just to get you out of there.
Fucking pussies.
Yeah, exactly. Can I? Because
Around?
no,
You're by
I'm all
yourself.
alone.
Oh.
Can I like, whistle to Fisky, as he's like, you know, kind of give him a little whistle, like these guys are not good, and could he kind of like growl at him a bit?
Yeah, he starts snarling as he like looks at you. He's kind of like, he was like flexing with you, and then saw you walk away. He's just like, as he's like backing up with him, trying to like stand in between you and them,
Mm-hmm.
and he's walking backwards with you.
All right. Because I want to go back there. Oh, I have an idea. So, with my animal speaking trait, which isn't a spell or anything, can I tell Fisky, like, hey, pick me up and bring me back there?
Yeah, you can make an animal handling check. It isn't too
Okay.
hard, but just don't roll below a 5.
Oh, good. Where it's a 16.
You say that. Roll another charisma save too.
9.
You're getting
Or
close.
6, whatever.
You
No,
feel
it's
that a roll with advantage because Fisky's picking you up, so you're not
Okay.
actively walking back anymore.
It is still a 9.
You're trying your best to like stop your leg, like as you're getting picked up, your legs are still moving backwards,
Mm-hmm.
and Fisky's like folding you, but you're still doing this, like as you're being picked up,
Yeah.
as Fisky's bringing you back in to the
Okay.
room.
I'm just kind of imagining I'm getting like picked up by like the collar, like a cat,
And you're just still
Essentially.
doing this. You're still just
Yep.
walking backwards as you're being pulled forward.
as my arms are just kind of like this.
And then you
And I
see
go-
Sorry,
Such
to
a
cut you off
funny
here.
scene.
You see Jazz go, "You wanted us to make you walk back?"
All right, fine. You got me.
He stops
No.
strumming. The guy stops strumming. You feel
Okay.
you feel your legs stop moving.
All right. And I like whistle to Fisky to put me down.
Okay.
And as he puts me down, you know, I look at Darvath and I look at Jazz and I say, all right. Enough of the hierarchy act. What's it gonna take for me to get in here and teach you guys what you need to know?
Jazz and Dorvath with each other.
You don't
You gotta-
understand that I fought side by side with Saffron. I know things that you couldn't even think about in 100 years.
Make another persuasion check with advantage. 'Cause now you're getting a little passionate.
Yeah.
Because now they actually don't know.
You made a
17.
point. Yeah, look at each other. You have to earn it, like everyone else.
I told you. Come up and fight me. We'll have a
Please.
trial.
Not
An
against us.
unofficial one.
Official.
Why? Why does it have to be official?
Because you're Cosmo. You're one of them.
Nobody knows I'm Cosmo. If I have this hood up, nobody knows.
They kind of
And that's how I want it to be.
They kind of hold firm. That's our deal. Official tryout.
Fine. Party or individual?
We've seen your party. So yeah, party.
That's good.
They
Now-
obviously don't want this in.
Go back to the fucking pits, boy.
Now, here's the thing. We do a party fight. My team can join if they want to. However, they're not getting dragged into this. They don't have to join if they don't want to.
Make one more persuasion check now. A little bit of higher DC.
19.
Jazz looks. She's like, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
This dude set the DC to 20.
Sounds fine to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We cut to Ansel, Zara, and Artemis. You guys, with snacks and food in hand, are walking through the Tri-Spire as Ansel's like, yeah, so, you know, we got the park to the north. We have some nice coffee shops, some bookstores. What are you guys looking to do today? As like now he's like kind of walking backwards, kind of just enjoying how nice, like it's like overcast, but it's like that nice overcast, no humidity. It's kind of stopped raining, so it's kind of just like that spring, like that water, like wet grass smell that like nice.
That dewy smell. Do they
Yeah,
have any?
that's what-
Do they have any coffee here that's not that white stone stuff?
He laughs. He's like, yeah. I mean, here it's kind of the bougie stuff, so we can get some coffee. You guys want to go to the park? I got
Yeah.
you see him pull out literally a frisbee. He's like, I got a frisbee. You want to throw the frisbee around the park?
Fuck, I'm not a dog. I'm a bird.
Throws the frisbee at you.
Throw popcorn at me.
He threw a frisbee at you. Are you gonna let it hit you?
I'm gonna catch it with my mouth.
Roll a dex save.
A dex save, easy.
Yeah, should be.
26.
You see it come bolting at you. So you threw it pretty hard, and it's kind of like those anime moments where like it hits the ground and skids, and you just go. You looks like you got hit in the face, but as you turn around and skid, it's in your mouth, and everyone's just like, "Oh." You see two people at the back, like two just normal people go. He's like,
Oh man.
he's like, the Pillow Trove has some good coffee there, some good brunch. I know you guys just ate, but like, you hear his stomach kind of growl. The turkey leg didn't really do much for me. If you want to get brunch,
I take the frisbee out of my mouth and I twirl it on my finger. Yeah, I'm down for coffee.
Artemis. He's
If
like,
they have tea, that's fine. I'll go join.
okay. As you guys make your way to the Pillow Trove, it's like an outdoor French theme. As like the lines, the city itself, like the streets are cobblestone, but it looks like it's never weathered. It just looks so pristine almost. It's kind of just like, what the fuck? As you see it to the side, it's almost like a French bistro. You guys go to this Pillow Trove, where outside they have outside tables and it's like a small inside where it looks like not many people sit in. Only like there's like a little bar by like the window face, but then you have the actual like counter you could order from.
Mhm.
As Ansel's like, oh, you guys should grab a seat. He's like, I got you guys, and he's like, tea, coffee.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get some croissant stuff as he walks into the store. As he goes in, what do you guys want to do? As you're sitting at this table, outside, they're all outside seating. There wasn't much to role play for that. I'm not gonna be a waiter.
Love this weather.
It is beautiful.
Oh God, I wish Zelf were here instead of you. I mean,
Well, I'd rather be with Zelf too, but
Damn,
What's going through
I
your
don't
two?
blame you.
What's going through both your minds as you finally have a day off?
I feel like
They're fighting.
I feel like I don't know, like it's weird to not have my legs be so sore from like all like this traveling and like running and dashing, and they're not bleeding for once.
Yeah, it's nice to finally sit down.
I was going to say, Zelf just sneezes when he said that about me.
As you guys are sitting around hanging out, Artemis, you see one human female seems to be walking a dog, and you get this flash of it. You swear it looks like Swin, and then you flash away, and it's just a Pomeranian.
Break was needed, Zara. I'm starting to see things.
I can understand that.
As,
you especially, you've been through a lot, so.
Yeah. It'll...
Yeah, I gave ample time. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Dramatic effect.
I can't tell you.
That's a little too dramatic if you ask me.
As Ansel walks back out with it later, he's like, coffee, as he almost like pretends to spill it at you, Sarah. He's like, here. Kind of just pops it down. You hear the chair bring it up. He's like, all right, well, the day's really not too interesting for me, as he like is stuffing his face with this croissant. I mean, we got the park. We have we could tour the school. It's up to you guys.
Hey, Ansel, I don't know if you remember from when I first left, but remember that meeting that was supposed to go down in Rexentrum? I've lost track of time. Has that happened yet? Is there anything going on with that? Do you know?
You see him kind of look and think. Not for. I mean, they're pretty tight-lipped, so they probably. He's like, you got time. There would have been a bigger fuss.
Have you caught wind of any movement from anybody interesting?
They've been cracking down on a lot of the areas, so we kind of have to lay low for a bit. So this is me laying low right now.
That makes sense. I mean, if there's any place that lay lows, it actually seems like the busy place to do so.
Big cities, but not so big.
Yeah. I've been apparently people have been seeing me. Every time I drink water, every time I drink a beer, there's like shit written on my cup, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
You get bopped in the head, and you flash to the multiple times he's told you that was him.
The case in point.
You get like a montage of like if you pan the camera to the right, it was him. Like multiple like montage moments, and every time you're like, what the fuck? It's literally just been him, like hanging out.
You know, you could say hi, right?
He's like, you could always look up, right?
Well,
I sat next to you in the fight pit for 2 hours. You couldn't even look to your left.
Listen, all right? I'm passively perceptive. Whatever that means.
It means you didn't. He was like, it means you didn't notice a fly just landed in your coffee. As you look down, there's no fly.
Yeah, it's protein. I drink it.
He's like, so, park, school. As he looks at you, Artemis. Park, school. You want to peruse the window shops. As he points his arm down, you see just an array of bookstores and clothing shops.
Yeah, you said something about bookstores, so I think I want to take a peek into some of the, or at least one of the bookstores, and see what they have.
Okay. You guys finish your coffee and tea? Won't talk about anything else?
You're looking for the
Unless
bookstore.
you guys want to keep talking about things, I'm not sure how private your conversation option is, or if you want to catch up on things, I can go into a bookstore and you guys can meet up with me.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, Ansel is. It's nice to see him and all, but like,
he gets annoying a little bit.
Like a reason I left him.
He's just a squawking little bird.
But don't get me wrong. I love the guy,
You
but
know,
like,
it's
you know,
just
in
like,
doses.
Like they just poop
Bro,
everywhere.
shut up!
You can't even fly.
You know that hurts.
Damn.
Oh
You know
no!
that hurts.
He gives you
Low
another
blow.
croissant. He gives you another croissant.
Give me that.
He's like, bookstore.
Yeah, we'll go to.
Yeah,
a
whatever.
bookstore.
I want to go because I want to go.
You guys
Yep,
make your way down
I'll
the
be-
road.
You want to go?
You guys make your day down the row of stores. You pass by a couple like small boutiques, and so you come across a bookstore called Chastity's Nook, and you see the owner of the store is a very like older gentleman with like a white mustache, kind of like long white hair, like kind of like in a do, as he's just like, hello, how can I help you guys? As he was outside sweeping, as you guys are making your way to this bookstore.
Hello. We're just gonna browse.
Alright.
We'll
He's like-
let you know if we need any help.
He's like, absolutely. As you guys make your way to the store, it's pretty dusty. It's kind of like those like really sketchy bookstores that somehow made it through the test of time. But like you see some titles, they look pretty old. You notice a lot of the books as you pull them out tend to look like smut. You come across another book. It's what's it called? Hold on, let me think of a name here. One second. Oh, I can't put it in here. You come across a book with like this like orcish looking man holding over this female tiefling, kind of like in like a dipping position, as like you see a sunset and like an ocean, and you kind of push the label over, and you see it says Tusk Love right in the front.
Oh, they made a movie about this book. I think the movie's called Shrek.
It's more human, green, but half orcish.
He's
kind of
an ogre. Excuse me. I will not have you disrespect Shrek like this.
As you open it, Artemis, you read this.
I did
passionate
not
love story.
open this. I did not open this.
The
As
book
Ansel
charms
opens
itself
it,
to open in your hands.
as Ansel takes it from your hand, he opens it. He's like, "Oh, oh, oh."
It's just a book you were looking for,
No.
Artemis? What the fuck?
No. Can we go to a different bookstore? What store did you take us to?
I'm taking
like-
I'm taking a mental note of this interaction. I'm gonna tell Zolf later.
Why
in
did
secret.
you bring us here?
As Ansel goes, "This was like one of the few bookstores that don't have magic in it. Did you want a magic bookstore, or do you want a regular bookstore?"
Doesn't really matter, but this is ridiculous.
I don't know, man.
book
That
we
that
picked up or
book
walk past this. This is weird.
that
Says
book
you guys-
looked kind of magical to me.
And he goes,
Do you want it then?
he's
No,
like-
I
he
can't
goes-
read.
He's like, I would actually get it. There's no pictures. You just read it. It's a good story.
Yeah, good plot.
Yeah, from
Oh.
your facial features, it's a
Yeah.
really good story.
And she
Yeah.
starts getting
The
his
orc
voice together. He's
keeps
like-
plotting the girl over and over again.
He's like, well, actually, at one point, the girl kind of plots the. Never mind.
I don't care.
Sheesh.
As,
Twitch.tv/thedundos. We support pegging.
Hello. Wait, I'm back.
Who said no?
Aww. Rocky walked in my room and then walked out.
consensual, I guess. It was- as,
Consensual pegging.
Okay.
You set yourself up for that, Nick.
and
That's the name of the book.
You walk out of the store and
man.
it's just
Okay,
called Adam and Eve.
I'm going to go over to the owner and
You'd
ask
be like, "What is
him
wrong
if
with
he
you?"
has no. I know it's a genre, it's just not a genre I'm that interested in. Do you have anything in Elvish that is not whatever is this section here?
That's your flavor.
He's like finished sweeping. He walks inside with you. He goes, you know, this section's on niche. You know, you realize the store's been old, but it's been around. It's older than like all the other stores around. He's like, what in particular are you looking for?
I guess Elvish history, if you have anything like that.
Hold on.
While she's looking, I'm going to whisper to Ansel. Hey, Ansel, does Zadash have like a red light district?
He's like, no. He's like, clearly the store is just for jokes, dude.
Okay, just making sure. There goes my
It is a big
sexcapade.
city, so
As the owner looks at you,
He's a horny
like-
bird.
he's just like, unfortunately, due to clashing conflicts of interest, such histories are only kept in Rexentrum, in the Cobalt Soul libraries. They won't allow many people to read up on it. He kind of leans and he's like, they kind of want to keep it away like it never happened in some cases. He's like, I don't agree with it. He's like, I don't agree with it, but I'm trying to keep my business afloat. But I will say, I do know the Cobalt Soul libraries tend to have it, and Rexentrum will be your best bet.
okay. Does he have any books in Elvish?
Other than like fictional,
Or is it just
stories,
not that common of a language
It's
outside of
what's your passive perception?
15?
As you're looking through the shelves, you see some titles are in Elvish for flair. Some are in Elvish because it looks like fiction stories or like nursery stories. Some are, you don't notice a lot of the books when you pick it up and you think it's full Elvish, like, oh, cool. But you see it's kind of like 2 lines, so like there's an Elvish title and the English title. So it's kind of already translated just for flair. Mostly it's not really true Elven. That's what you're looking for. That makes sense.
Okay.
Like a true Elven story. It's more or less like Elvish, like folklore, or like, you know, their version of like Hansel and Gretel. It's not really like stories or histories.
Okay.
Because like you have the smudge section in the front, but then as you go back more, you see after your initial shock with the first parts, as you push back into the store where he's looking at the histories, you see more history on the Dwendalian Empire and the Jewel's Dominion. You see some history, like the histories, like books about the coast, but you don't see any stories about Elvish history or Elvish lore.
Or the islands.
Yeah, you don't see much off of that.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. I'll keep that in mind if we ever head that direction. Thank you.
He's like, you're welcome. I'm sorry I couldn't find the book for you. As
No, that's okay.
as Ansel flicks a coin to him, you see a gold coin flying at the owner. He grabs it. He's like, what's this for? And then you see Ansel holding a tussle out. He's like, taking this one. He gotta just sit in his pocket.
Hey, Artemis, I saw one book about elves in there, but I don't think you want it. I think the title said Rub My Ears and Make a Wish.
No. I can tell you right now it was not in Elvish, so...
Oh, somebody was in an elf. I don't know.
Oh my god. As you guys are having this interaction, we flash to outside the Kobold Soul Library.
Leave us in that bookstore.
Yeah, I still gotta get everyone involved here. As we flash to outside the library, Zelf, you just got a message from Ansel talking about meeting up for dinner at the pit stop for dinner later tonight. So with that message in mind, I think you replied back to him. You said sure or like thumbs up or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, we'll be there. What time?
Did we give him a time, guys? I think I gave you.
It's just saying sundown. Her mic's
Sundown.
muted.
Yeah, so sundown.
When the night is young.
You were told when the street lights go on.
All right. Core, Wildem. Yeah, looks like we're having dinner at the pit stop. This Core just walks into a wall. Says that he works for Bellathor at the general goods store.
Yeah, as he's
Lunch
like,
and now
"Can I
dinner.
help you?
Shit. You want to go to the same place?
Can I help you?"
Yeah, that's where I just got a message from Ansel saying them and the rest of us are going to be there tonight. Just don't get the ice cream this time. You can get literally anything else. I can make it taste like ice cream. You can buy rice, and I can make it taste like any ice cream you want.
Oh, word. So, yeah, dude, I got so sick last time. Those blueberry sundaes were just disgusting.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
So what do
You
guys
did
want-
not
Oh,
feel me. You did not feel me. I blew up that toilet.
You're right. Can I do that? Was it this spell or was I thinking of a different spell?
So, Willem, as you guys left the library, what's going through his mind today? As you're subjected to what was it, like children's books? As they gave you some children's books with the textures, and like you have one of the books in your hand. It's the how to have a pet dragon. So you're touching one right now. It's like all scaly. And you see one
Craig
dragon's like so
Johnson.
skinny that like you could flick it around. The other dragon's real tubby. It's fuzzy. So what's Wildem doing? What does Wildem want to do today?
I guess he's just like imagining those weapons that he learned about. He's like wondering all the possibilities of them, like, and how he can use them, you know, with the party to defeat Wild.
What do you want to do today then?
Oh shit. Today's like an off day, right?
Pretty much.
What would Wildem do? I guess he'll go over to that Raven
WWD.
Queen monument.
So you're gonna find the
And,
Temple of the Raven Queen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Communicate that to them. Zelf. Cora looks at you and he's like, I think Wilden wants to go to the temple. Are you down for that?
Yeah, I can go for some sightseeing. It'll be a nice change of pace.
Cora, I need you to make a perception check to try to find this temple. It ain't that high. Just
Cora?
don't get lost. Not Cora, Wilden. I'm so
Oh shit.
Out of it.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna roll in real life because fuck it.
buckets.
Buckets.
We all roll in real life.
Okay. Well, I got a high 4 plus a 1. It's a 5, baby.
Okay. Well, hold on.
High
Yeah.
rolls. I'm gonna use different dice.
Hold on.
Into
It
the
takes
dice
you a bit.
graveyard.
It takes you majority of the day as William is adamant on finding this temple, as he was subjected to your library research for so long. As you are constantly bouncing around back and forth, trying to find where to go, you finally end up at the Shrine of the Raven Queen. You notice, one, my dog keeps running around the room, he's being a psychopath. Two, you see the shrine itself doesn't seem to be like a traditional temple in a sense. It seems to be more or less a garden. But like, you know, like in New York, how they have like that one random garden that like sticks in the middle of like cities, like city buildings. You walk in, you find a shrine structure, and it stands about like 4 feet tall. Rounded tiles of some dark clay show of age, but they cover an even older roof of old. Oh my god, I can't speak. But they cover an even older roof of wood that either was decaying or perhaps was deemed not decorative enough. Red paint's applied to some of the stone walls of the shrine. They seem to be flaking off for some time. You're not really sure. But it looks like perhaps both the roof and the paint were just applied at the same time. So that's what could be the age itself. You notice that like they leave it as a landmark to show kind of like its robustness and like, but like if there's enough donations, the size of the structure could be repainted if people are wealthy enough. But you see some people pray, they're kind of like sitting down, like there's benches across, and you see a structure of a woman kind of with like a raven mask towards the front, and it's like she kind of is just standing over, and you see kind of like incense burning like right in front of her. It's a smaller temple or a shrine that you've seen before, but it'll do.
Okay, I guess I walk up and, you know, I go there because I want to, like, meditate and just kind of pray to the monument just about all
What are you saying to them? What are you saying in your prayer? What are you saying?
I'm saying, let there be balance in the cycle of life. I vow to slay all abominations, and lend me your power. And then you know, I look over to one of the people praying because I saw, you know, it's a little bit battered up, and I asked them, you know, who was the last person to maintain this? It looks a little beat up.
You see, an elderly woman. She just got done crying as she looks over, and she's just like, usually they didn't allow her in the cities, so the city doesn't really take care of her much. We try our best to get some money to paint, but it hasn't been. Every time we've applied a new coat, it seems to just not stick like that.
Oh, so people don't really like her here? Is that it? Like,
You're not from here. With that question,
oh.
She's like, kind of smiles. She's like, the government regulates some religions that can be practiced, and we're lucky enough that the Raven Queen was just at it. So
Yeah. Well, you know, I can't stand to let it, you know, be in this condition. We gotta fix it up.
she's like, people tried, but the paint doesn't stick.
Where's the best painter in town?
She's like, I'm just visiting the shrine, sir. I'm mourning the loss of my son over here. You can look around, but paint doesn't stick to the monument or the temple around it. There seems to be an aura that doesn't allow it. As you see around too in this garden, you notice there are some ravens, like landing on the tree branches or on the seats around.
Is Zelf with me?
Yeah, they're both with you.
Yeah.
Yo, weren't you like talking to animals that one time, or am I just crazy?
So
was I
Artemis
not
gave me. Well, Artemis gave me a ring that allowed me to speak with animals, but she wanted the ring back. So I can no longer talk to animals, unfortunately.
Oh shit, you know, because there's some ravens here. I thought we could get some information.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any more use. Yeah,
Guys
I
wanna
don't know what I
know
can do here.
a little bit about the Raven Queen?
Who?
Yeah. And also, do I see like the little like books? Are there any like books around, like kind of like how like in church there are the little like
Not this.
book of songs?
Yeah, not this kind of church. It's
Yeah.
more or less like a shrine with like benches that people are
Okay.
praying or like giving their condolences at, and they're kind of
Mhm.
just like putting their head down. You hear some like soft crying, but nothing too serious. If that makes sense. They seem to just you know, give their condolences, their prayers, and they kind of get up.
Okay.
It's not really an official temple. That gives you kind of any inclination of where you guys are at.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Willem, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, so you know, there's a reason why I pray to her, because you know, she values the natural order of life. Um, you know, there's a beginning to life and there's an end, death, and that's the natural cycle. You know, we can't really have pity for those who have fallen. It's just a part of life. And
Mhm.
you know, we can't do anything to interfere with it. Um, you know, there's these things like necromancers and these oath breakers, and they like rise undead. You know, they pull off that balance of life, and they don't let the soul transition.
Yeah, that
That's some
sounds really
fucked up
important.
shit. So yeah, I'm on a journey to kill a dark arts user. So I prayed to
Yeah, I
her
feel
to
like I'm
help
on
me
a
out.
feel like I'm on a pretty similar journey as you. Except I think whoever I'm after is the source of at least some dark arts. So hopefully we can both find solace in our adventures.
Word. Let's do
Core,
it.
catch up right
Word.
here. You guys are at a shrine of the Raven Queen, and Wilden is just trying to give his condolences there.
Okay.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Oh, I'll tell them a little bit more about like what happened at my town.
Go for
Like
it.
after I just like explained like what the Raven Queen is.
Wilden, more
Um
drop.
yeah. So you know, the reason why I'm in Zadash is actually to see this monument. Like, yeah, I want to get stronger, I want to kill wild. But I really wanted to visit this monument because I just feel like it'll give me some power, some motivation. So I'm hunting this guy wild because he you know, killed some people in my town, turned them into undead, and you know, he killed my mom, killed some of the best paladins we had, and no, I just can't stand to see this guy live. Um, he just doesn't respect the natural life cycle. Disgusts me.
Yeah, well, we'll do our best to assist you. We'll all get stronger together.
Yo, we need to find those fucking god weapons. Like, we're not gonna be able to do it, like, with this fucking sword or this fucking piece of armor. We have to go out there, we gotta beat the fuck out of people so we can kill.
I mean, if you're not happy with your sword, I'll use it. Sheesh.
Oh, I'm happy with it. I just don't think that we can take on, you know, these people at the state that I'm at right now.
That makes sense. But yeah, Core. We're meeting everyone else at the pit stop again for dinner at sundown. Ansel's with them too.
Awesome. Delicious.
Damn, we had this for what? Breakfast? No, we had breakfast at the clinic. We had lunch over here. Now dinner. Shit. Kind of getting sick of the pit stop.
They
You
just
sound like
have a
someone
lot
who
of
hasn't been to
different
the pit
foods.
stop enough.
Well, you guys didn't get sick there last time.
Well, you ordered ice cream at a barbecue place. I don't know what to tell you.
Do we really have to go? Can't we meet somewhere else?
Well, then, what's your favorite type of food?
At those blueberry sundaes, but I don't know if I could have one ever again.
Why don't whatever you order next, doesn't matter what type of food, I'll flavor it to make it a blueberry sundae. How about that?
So should I just get like ice?
Spoken like a true parent.
Then it's cold.
It's chicken. It's chicken.
Just
Can you
pick
make,
out
like,
food. Pick out a texture. It doesn't matter. Just whatever food texture that you like. It's gonna taste like a blueberry sundae.
I gotta order something nasty now.
Just trust me. Whatever you'll get, it'll taste like a blueberry sundae.
So I
orders
could
an actual
have-
blueberry sundae.
Filet min blueberry sundae.
Whatever
Like
you
McDonald's?
want. Just tell me right before you eat it.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. As you guys have this conversation, we flash back to the glory pits. As Baleen, they look at you. They said, "This is our only offer we're giving you. So you're gonna take it."
It's
or
fair.
not. Alright.
You're on. I'll do it.
Alright. Tomorrow morning,
Okay.
come back as Cosmo with your party, and we'll have a tryout.
Maybe not as Cosmo. Do you really think that's a good idea?
We know it's a good idea.
All right. I'm trusting your judgment on this one.
They're like, come back
Terrible
in,
play.
register, and we'll get you guys into a tryout.
All right.
You're welcome.
Can I look at I'll look at Jazz. And I
Oh,
say,
hold on. Or they're firing fireworks. They start getting scared.
"Aw." Can I look at Jazz and be like, "Come with me for a second. I want to show you something."
Looks back at Dorvath. You get a better look at Jazz. She's like like the size of those like top CrossFitters. Like she beat.
Mhm.
She's jacked. He's like, all right, I'll humor you.
Is that supposed to scare me? I'm literally that, but half the size. Anyways, so I take Jazz down like the Hall of Champions, and I'm, I give her. I'm pointing out different plaques on the wall of people that I knew during my time at the Glory Pits, and I say to her, well, before we walk in, I say, "I'm assuming if you know I'm Cosmo, then you know pretty much everything that went down."
Just nods.
I figured. So I go and I kind of I'm just kind of telling her, "Listen, I'm trying to gain your trust here. I see potential in you guys because I was watching you from the stands. And I wasn't kidding when I said that you guys have a real clear shot at kicking the Valley out of their hierarchy."
She looks at you. She's like, I appreciate that. And having a former member is always good. I'd like to point something out to you too. She looks. Oh shit, dog. Jesus Christ. Okay, they're literally right next to my window. He's like freaking out. She points out recent champions. You see her name as a Valley member.
So, you know about them too.
I know everything about you.
I wouldn't say you know everything, but that's neither here nor there. Some things are better off kept a secret.
I agree. Which is why I'm okay with giving you a tryout. But you need to come back as Cosmo. Send him a message. Fuck formalities.
And you really don't think there's going to be an issue with the Glory Pit as a whole?
You know how we took over Sterling?
Yes. Well, I don't know how you did it, but I know you did it.
The other two hated us. Still hate us. We're still here.
The other two, whom?
She's referring to the house in the valley.
Oh, okay, like the other guilds.
Yeah. Like, I don't care. Do you really care what they think?
Not anymore. But what I don't understand is, if you guys didn't care what the Valley and House Evermore thought, why did you dissolve Sterling in the first place?
Well, shaking up the system. We had a group that, like you, fell from circumstances, and now we think this whole system just needs to be turned on its head. We started with Sterling. Now we're just here to make a point. We're not going anywhere. And I'm pretty
Internal
sure...
coup, I see. Alright, well, it looks like we're on the same page. My whole reason for coming here and treating you guys, well, you know, saying that I want to make you guys as big is because I agree. I think things need to change around here. Warriors Code aside, there are things that really shouldn't have happened within these pits. And I highly doubt that you have been around long enough for these pits to know what its former history is like. And I'm here to help you guys fix the wrongs. Because again, I was in the valley for ages. And hopefully with a little help, we can change things.
Like, I agree. You're still having that tryout.
I'm not saying I'm not having the tryout. Trust me, I'm the one that initiated a fight in the first place.
Poor dog is so scared of fireworks. Okay. He's like shaking. Anyways,
Um,
sorry.
As we're walking through the hallways, we come across, you know, the plaques of the Valley members. And, you know, you see a plaque of Saffron. You see another one of Cosmo. And then next to Cosmo is a plaque with the name Mesa on it. And Baleen just kind of looks at the three of them, and she looks to... Well, she kind of doesn't... She's still staring at these plaques. And she just says to Jazz, yeah, there are definitely some things that never should have happened here. And you can kind of like... If Jazz looks hard enough, she can see that there's like a tiny bit of like water swelling in her eyes. Like tears are like a little bit starting to form.
Mhm.
And
She's just standing there. silent.
And Faylene just kind of looks to the Mesa one, the Mesa plaque. And she goes, we're gonna need more help than just you guys. And as she's just kind of like, she keeps eye contact with it, and then she kind of turns to Jazz and she goes, when I join you guys, I'm gonna have to go on a little bit of a mission. I have to bring back a recruit. And once I come back, things are in full swing.
Well, just so you know, in a month, we're competing in Nicodranas. So, you should.
It may take a little bit longer than that. But I have faith in you guys. I'm going to train you as much as I possibly can to work towards that. And then...
She's like, whoa. We, back there, don't need training. You could come join us, and we could talk about strategy. But for somebody that decided to throw sand in someone's face, come and tell me, and also a Valley member, that I don't know what I'm doing, that's where I draw the line. So we could talk once you get in, if you get in. We could talk strategy then. But that's where I'm drawing the line there.
Remember how I said that you're not going to know all the history, and some things are better left kept a secret? Just keep that in mind whenever you address me.
He's like, okay, we done here.
Fine. Go back to your valley. Your little thing. Sorry, not valley. Editor's note. Don't say valley. Go back to your team. Catch you guys in the morning.
Whatever. Goes back and walks away. Hey, can we get that beer? And she kind of like points and shows going towards it.
As, Faylene takes one last look at the wall of the plaques. She's again just kind of looking at the plaque that says Mesa. And she kind of like sits there for a second and she whispers to herself, I'm coming after you. I'm gonna find you. And with that, she kind of whistles to Fisky and they kind of head their way out.
As you make your way out, we flash to the bookstore. As Ansel is looking at you guys, he's like, it's not just porn, guys. It's a great story.
Get me out of
a
here!
couple that gets lost at sea and they find romance.
No.
The Tusk Love itself
You're
is just
fine.
the message.
Whatever.
Oh, God.
It's Tusk Love, guys.
Ansel, you've painted some
Tusk
pictures in my mind in the past over the years, but this is
Tusk
God.
Love. And you see the owner kind of look. He's just laughing. He's like, "Great book."
Nope, la.
Great book, better movie.
As you guys, I'm assuming you're making your way out of the bookstore. Or you're still in the bookstore.
I'm running out of the
walking out.
bookstore. I'm
Alright.
running out of the bookstore.
As he's shouting this, as you're running out, what do you guys want to do for the remainder of the day?
I'm gonna get as far away from this place.
He's like, kind of just like holds the book. He's like, and puts it in his pocket. Whatever. You just don't know the story. And he kind of just huffs,
You just don't appreciate the lore.
pretty much.
Whatever, Kakashi. Whatever.
So what do you guys want? What do you guys want to do?
Well, Artemis,
Yeah.
you're 0
We're
for
the
1
prize
on
fire,
places to go.
Well, then you pick somewhere. I just said I wanted to go to a bookstore. Your friend decided to take us to a porn shop.
Like, it wasn't just porn. He showed you histories.
Yeah, but that wasn't what we walked into.
Guys, it's an
Normally
art
porn's
form.
in the back.
It's an art form.
It's called
So
hentai,
Uh-huh.
and it's art.
You just don't
It's
understand.
supposed to be in the back.
It's an art form.
Yeah, that shit was right front and center.
It's not
like,
supposed to be right on the entrance door.
He's like, well, this store did. We don't know. We don't know his building, his business model.
I mean,
Whatever.
truthfully, Ansel, we're looking for a bookstore. We walked in there. The guy basically said, "Welcome to Tuscan Titties."
All right, you gotta relax. Relax. Okay.
Okay then, Zara,
Alright,
where do you want to go?
I don't
So
have anything in
scared.
particular. What I suggest, Artemis, is you pick the next place we go to, and then I will veto that and choose to go to the place directly to the left of that business. Like one shop over.
All right, so where do you want to go?
Shopping. I kind of just want to go for a walk and reflect. So, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go walk around and then eventually make my way back to my God, I forgot the name of the restaurant.
Good stop.
Hello, Tro.
The pit stop. So if you two would like to come with me, I'm just going to be silently reflecting the whole time. So
What time is it around now?
Say you guys split up from the glory pits around like 2 or 3, and made your way to go get like lunch, brunch, around 3. So we're pushing like almost 5, 6 o'clock ish.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna take a quick walk around, like I'm gonna loop the park and then work my way back down towards the pit stop. That's my pathway. So if you guys are joining, that's what I'm doing.
Zara, what do you want to do?
I can kind of just like chill with Ansel, take a scenic route towards the pit stop. It's getting kind of late, but like,
Okay.
it's quick to make a beeline to the pit stop, and I kind of want to just take a scenic route, catch up with him.
Artemis, as you're making as you're heading towards the park, what's going through her mind? What's she thinking? What does she want out of this walk?
She's reflecting on a lot of things, like everything that's happened. She's letting herself come to terms with it, and the shock of the death of Swin, the god awful few days in the sewers, finding out that what she does back home matters for more than just her people at home. She's just getting her head back in order.
As you make your way towards the northern lakeside area, you see there are a few people out and about. Some people are just hanging out, having a picnic. Some people are just like looking up at the sky. You find peace within yourself as you hear like the lake kind of has like kind of waves crashing as it ebbs and flows. The sound of the water kind of calms your anxiety when you think about Swin and what happened there. The refreshing smells of wet grass and like woods almost brings you to a sense of home when you're hunting, and just home. It's a home feeling that you're getting from it as you work on trying to find that inner peace that you're looking for. As the walk, you stop walking at some points just to sit down and look at the water and really take in how beautiful it is here in this major city, that this one centralized area almost looks untouched in some aspects, as there's some similarities to Bice's Till that you could kind of make on the way certain reflections hit or certain smells kind of hit you, but then you get the counteracting sounds of city distantly in the background, as this seems to be one of the quieter spots that you finally find, that quiet, but like in the woods quiet. You're just like the closest you've gotten so far since you've been in the city. Zara, I need you to make a perception check as you're making your scenic way back.
Okay. $22.
Same with Artemis. Make a perception check.
Also a 22.
Both of you guys are enjoying your scenic route and taking in the sights and smells of the different areas you guys are in. There's a moment when both of you are kind of just like walking around, and you swear the corner of your eye you see a shadow kind of like fade into the ground as you see the person next to you, like you see people, like you see someone in the park, especially Artemis, as someone's like kind of talking, and you see them go, and they kind of just go back to what you're doing. And same with Zara, as you're talking to Ansel, just bullshitting. You look over and you see someone, like you see where you thought that shadow went, and you see the person, they're reading a book, and they're kind of just like, as they kind of just adjust themselves.
Ansel, did you see that?
He's like, dude, Tusk Love, man, like there's one chapter. What?
Oh. I never trust you to be perceptive. Nothing. Just keep going.
Okay, anyway, so chapter 4, you know, she comes in all passionate. Oh, the overlay. Oh, shit. All passionate about, you know, and then he keeps going on about some tangent about the story. Artemis, you notice the guy, after shivering, he kind of just goes about throwing a frisbee with his friend.
Is that where I saw the shadow? Can I go over and inspect without bothering him? Or is that exactly where I saw it?
You saw the whole interaction happen. You saw the shadow, like something dart. You followed it, and where it landed, you see someone just go, like that moment of them kind of getting weird and then coming back to.
He's throwing a frisbee to his dog?
To his friend.
To his friend.
Yeah.
Is his friend a dog?
I misheard it the first time.
I want
to go over and see if he's okay.
You see him. He's kind of just like about to run and catch it. It kind of tips off his hands, and he's like dropping to the ground. He's like, "Oh!" and it lands by your feet. And he's like, "Hey, can I have that?"
I'll pick it up and I'll toss it over to him and say, "Hey, you all right?"
He's like,
"Looks like
yeah.
you were hit by something."
Yeah, I think it was a bug or something. Like he like kind of like rubs his neck, and you see like kind of like what looks to be like bug juice on his neck. He's like, I think I got stung by like some kind of mosquito thing, but nothing. You saw that? I thought that was just a bad sting. You see his friend walk up.
To be a pretty big bug if it was.
You see his friend run up. He's like, "What's going on?" As he's like, "Marcus, you gonna throw that frisbee?" And he's like, yeah, here." And then he kind of like chucks it to him. He's like, "Who's she?" As he comes up to you.
Apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt your game. I just wanted to see if your friend was okay, because I saw that he had a very strong reaction to being hit by something. I wanted to make sure he was okay.
You see, Marcus, he has kind of like dirty blonde hair, kind of like in a short cut, and he seemed pretty like athletic build. His friend across, he's like, I'm Damien. Nice to meet you." He was like, "I'm Marcus." Damien seems to be more of like a redhead, like blondish red. Same athletic build, and he's like, "No, it seems to just, I think I just got stung by some weird bug." Don't really know.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for. I mean, I appreciate that. What's your name? You can catch that.
Artemis.
Artemis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Do you go to the school here?
No, I'm just a visitor in
Ah.
Zadash. So.
Gotcha. We're third years at the holiday edition right there. So.
Okay.
We're just hanging out. But yeah, thanks for checking up. Probably gonna head out because you have to go back and study anyway.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your game and good luck in classes.
He's like, thank you. As you walk by,
Stay in school.
15, right? You have a 15 perception, passive?
Passive 15, yeah.
As he walks by, as you they pass you, turn around, you see on Damien's neck there was like almost, I hate to rip from Naruto, but almost like a mark. You can't really make out, but you see it like some kind
something. It's something.
Yeah, you notice like a
that
small little
stands
thing on
out from his skin.
Yeah, with a 15, you're able to see it because it's a quick pass by, and you're able to look pretty fast. You see a glow, and it kind of fades back into his neck.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start heading back. Continue my walk.
As you guys are making your way to the pit stop, we flash to the other three. Core, Zelf, and Wildem. You guys are outside the shrine of the Raven Queen. It is about 4 or 5 o'clock. What do you guys want to do? Hello?
I don't know.
I'm good.
So guys, what do we want to do today?
4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm good to start heading back to the pit. Are you ready to head out, Wildem?
You know, I think we should find the best painter in town before we go there.
Okay. Painter?
Yes, a painter.
Okay, I'm down.
Roll for perception. Look for an artist.
Okay.
With advantage.
I'll help him look. Yeah.
With advantage.
Nope.
Because you're with the
Okay.
group. Or you want to roll separately, Kev? You want to roll separately?
My perception's like a +1. Oh, it's a +2. Nah. I'll give him advantage.
Okay. Okay, well, that's an 18.
With an 18, within
you.
the next 30 minutes to an hour, you're able to find an artist. As you see, this one young male, he's like, so what am I painting?
So, there's this statue, you see, in a garden, and, the paint's just, like, falling off of it. It's, and on the walls, too, just everything needs to be fixed.
So like the religious shrine?
Yeah, it's for, the Raven Queen.
I mean, I've heard painters try to paint it before, it just doesn't stick.
I heard you're the best in town, though, and you could, you could make it work.
I could try to make it work. Yes. For 100 gold.
Paid.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you're
Like-
gonna use your highest quality paint, right?
I'll try to, yes.
Okay.
Just a quick question, if I can. Why doesn't the paint stick? Is it like what the shrine is made out of, or is it just?
Some say there's just an aura that the Raven Queen has around her statue. As he already has the gold in his hand. He already answered the question. He took the gold and then he answered the question. The paint just doesn't want to stick. It's just the Raven Queen, I guess, just doesn't like paint around her. We don't know. I don't ask questions. She scares me.
Cool.
Wish I had detect magic, honestly. Don't.
Oh, I do.
So he's like, I'll try my best to paint it.
Maybe we should inspect the statue to see what's going on.
Maybe
Before
I
he
should have
paints
done
it.
that before I paid
As-
some money.
Well, is this sort of aura common among like Raven Queen shrines, or Wildom is who I'm asking.
You know, this is my first shrine that I've been to.
I don't know.
Yeah, like you know, as you can see, Melora's my who's my oath to. Is just you know a lot of Raven Queen principles are you know aligned.
How did you learn about the Raven Queen if you're signed with Melora?
Because a lot of followers are like intertwined. They celebrate both gods.
Oh,
You didn't
okay.
tell me that. We have to talk offline.
Should have asked.
Wait, but that's what it says in the lore.
You didn't tell me this week. Okay, we'll talk offline.
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep going with it.
Improv.
Yeah. Yes, and. Okay.
Yeah, just so what it really comes down to is that you know, I'm really against undead things. And that's it. Like I don't like unnatural life.
All right. Wildom, when it comes to your principles of that,
Okay.
without reading the lore, interpret it in his sense. What does that mean for him? Like, instead of like elaborate more on why you have such a disturbance towards it. Like,
Yeah, so
add more Wildom, not more Critical Role Wikipedia.
Okay. So the people in my village, the reef, you know, some people got turned into zombies and were killing other people. My mom got murdered by Wild, and you know, I just can't really stand to see just the natural life cycle be broken like that.
Cool.
So what does Melora stand for? Because I think the Raven Queen sounds pretty reasonable. I'm not sure why a lot of hate is brought towards the Raven Queen. I don't know if you know, Wildom.
Yeah. So basically
Interpret it
Melora-
yourself. Stop reading off the computer.
Ah,
I just
okay.
see you doing it right now. Don't read the wiki.
Okay. So Melora's for like
Close the tab.
traveling.
Close the damn tab.
Oh my god.
Glasses is showing it. Close the tab
You cheat at your own
and
lore.
answer the question. You made this character. Answer the question.
Hey Google,
Wildom.
what is Wildom's lore?
I know, like answer
No,
the
I
question
already
in
explained
Wildom's
it.
sense. No, they don't need an explanation on your god. They need an explanation on Wildom and his relationship to the god. They don't want a
Okay.
definition of Melora
Yeah,
or the Raven Queen.
um,
They're asking Wildom.
What I'm trying to ask is, why are you signed with Melora if you're so into the Raven Queen?
Because they both support each other. It goes hand in hand, the natural balance of life. There's the beginning and there's an end.
So is Melora more towards the beginning and the Raven Queen's more towards the end? Is that it?
No.
I'm really confused. I wasn't a religious man growing up.
Yeah. So Melora just we're really against people going off their fate. You know, you have a destiny and stuff can take you off your destiny. So really I see like undead creatures and people who do necromancy, they're preventing that natural fate from happening. They're delaying it. They're using it for awful things. You know, murder, or just treating them like a servant mindless servant, and I don't really stand for that. I want people to be free and to, you know, have a natural life cycle.
Okay. I'm gonna help
Okay,
you out
that
here a
makes
little bit, Matt.
sense.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a few questions. That way you can help flush out instead of giving definitions of the gods more. All right. What is
Okay.
Wildom's fear?
Unnatural
Can't Google
death.
that.
Why? Why? Other than the zombie stuff, before you found the Raven Queen, why is he afraid of unnatural death?
Oh, because it'll take me away from my journey and my purpose and
Which is
my fate.
what was your purpose before everyone turned? You made a whole backstory. You could read off that. It was really good, actually.
It's your
Pulling
backstory,
that
the
up.
wiki page.
Oh
Because
my god.
I don't want to sound mean. It's like you're just giving definitions of the gods, which is why they're asking you more questions. Because that's not Wildom. That's the definition of their religion. You could be a follower of the Wild Mother, but it doesn't mean, you know, they're about their destiny. It's like, was it a family lineage, or was it something that impacted you to turn that way?
Yeah.
Did you grow up in it? Why did it?
Yeah.
Why does the Raven Queen play significance? Is it because that one moment? Why is that such a deep rooted moment where the Raven Queen is superseding the Wild Mother now?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
like
okay.
that's like saying the definitions of the gods and just repeating it over and over again doesn't actually add to your character. Like they're asking deeper questions for you to help flush out ideologies of them. So like, what is going through his mind? You know, not just
Okay.
face value. They're not asking you face value questions. That's what Kevin's not asking a face value question. He's saying more into it.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. So
Okay.
the reef is basically you know, a lineage of paladins that follow Melora, and a lot of them are stride breaker, or I forget the name of
Oathbreaker.
the paladin. Oh no,
Oathbreaker.
not the Oathbreaker, the water one. What's that called? Oath of the Open Sea. You know, my dad was a pirate back in the day. He left because he wanted to explore uncharted territories. You know, he explored all over the seas, and he found the reef. He found another Oath of the Open Sea. That was my mother, and I was raised following Melora and her principles, and you know, really came to you know, admire her and follow her. And then when you know, the city got attacked by the undead, I really found my passion with the Raven Queen, because
Right.
she doesn't like the unnatural balance of life.
And then what's the defining trait
makes
of
a lot of
Willem
sense.
that pushes you to do it? What's one trait that
I want vengeance upon my mother.
so is it vengeance? Is it grieving? Is it you know, retaliation? Is he sad? Are you
Yeah,
just
he's
upset? Like that's what like is it are you angry and that's why you're going after it, or are you upset and you're going after it? That's
yeah.
what
So
that's what
okay.
that's what kind of looking for. What is your motive in become like getting towards her? Were you grieving towards her? And that's why? Were
Yeah.
you
I'm crying
angry
about my
towards
mother, and I'm mad at the guy Wild for killing everyone.
Artist is standing there as you guys are having this conversation. He's like, I'll try my best to paint it, but there's just an aura she puts around the shrine sometimes. Oh,
Wait, so now I'm asking the artist. You say that it's an aura that she puts around the shrine sometimes. Are you aware of this aura? Have you tried painting something like this before?
no, I mean it's just what everyone says. It doesn't do anything bad. It's just an aura.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Is there like a church or like a religious head temple, anything like that that we can visit that who's like, follows the Raven Queen?
You missed it before.
Okay, sorry.
The shrine is the only thing towards the Raven Queen because it was just allowed into the Empire as religions are regulated.
Got it.
So.
Cool. Is there anybody who maybe like championed that cause, or maybe funded the building of the shrine, or was it just something from Rexentrum that was like, now you can?
The latter.
You got it. All right, cool. Well, hopefully the paint sticks.
I'm hoping so. I spent 100 gold, so.
Why don't we try to figure out what this aura is before we get to dinner? Because we have until sundown, right? Hold on, why don't you use one of your fancy spells outside of combat and not in this kitchen?
Nah. You know, that sounds like a good idea.
You're gonna go back to the shrine?
Yeah, and cast detect magic on the shrine.
You cast it over the shrine, and no specific schools of magic really stick out. More or less like a... I can't even say that. Nothing really sticks out other than the aura itself. It feels more ancient, very divine type of magic. But nothing, no schools of magic really stick out to you.
Well, nothing I can't really tell what type of magic it is.
You take a look at the shrine, and it's like pretty run down, weathered, nothing really.
And they just built this?
It's been there for a while.
Oh.
It's more recently added to the Empire. That means recent, like within years.
Got it.
But the shrine itself looks pretty destroyed, weathered.
Unkempt.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so we don't know that it's somewhat divine. Only Willem knows?
Only Willem knows.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess it has like a godly, divine energy to it. It just seems like, god magic, not really any school.
If you want, because I know Core and I have a bunch of questions we want to ask the Cerberus. I wrote it down.
Cerberus Assembly?
The Cerberus Assembly.
Academy.
Yeah, so if you want, you can probably ask about that. It seems like you wasted 100 gold, I'm not going to lie about that. But we can probably ask them about it, because they seem to know a lot about ancient magic and Fey magic, so maybe they might know something about this divine magic too.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
You're able to touch the statue. Nothing really hurts you guys as you're going near it. The paint just doesn't stick around the shrine that's covering it.
Yeah. Or instead of painting it, we can decorate it in other ways. Maybe we can, or you can
do some gardening around here.
Yeah, keep up with the
That's
gardening.
flowers.
Just rebuild the pillars. It doesn't have to be painted. It can just be a statue.
You're right.
So is that what you do? Like, what are you do? You're right. Like, hello?
Let's have like one side of the monument be like alive stuff, and then we have the other side just be like dead stuff, like split in half.
You see
Yeah,
one of the ladies,
okay.
she's like, huh? As like the lady that was still crying, she's like, do you want to rebuild the area?
Yeah, you want to help?
I mean, the aesthetic.
Yeah.
What dead stuff is gonna? Are you gonna kill animals and put it to the side? Are you gonna have dead plants
Oh,
over
no,
there?
no. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what are you
so,
gonna?
like-
You're gonna.
You
put-
want her
you're gonna-
son there?
You're gonna sacrifice dead plants and animals to her?
Oh no, not like dead animal, just like
I
plants.
thought
We
just,
have,
like,
a little
rebuilding the
flower
shrine might-
garden.
She's like, I'm pretty sure I thought you just rebuilt the shrine. You're gonna put dead stuff around her?
Yeah, just like dead flowers. We don't water the one side and we water the other side.
You notice the shrine itself, as you're saying this, is a pretty nice garden around you. And you see,
We
like,
gotta
now more.
kill half of
It's like more people as you're saying that, they're just like. You're getting looks from like the 3 other people that are also there, like grieving or like praying. They're just like, I thought you're just rebuilding that. I'm not gonna kill plants.
Well, Wildem, maybe we can ask the artist friend, because he's probably got the pulse on the city's art culture, to find a sculptor. Unless he's a sculptor. Is he with us?
No, he didn't go with you.
Was he a sculptor? Did we get from
He's
the
just an
vibe from
artist.
his workshop?
He's just an artist.
Sculptors are artists, man.
He's an artist.
A painter?
Yes.
Got it. Maybe we can ask the artist, since she's already got our gold, just keep the gold and try find a sculptor.
Oh,
Or we
man,
can
I
just-
Let's just
think
rebuild
half-
the structure.
half alive,
I
half dead
don't
is
think
pretty
that's a good.
cool, man.
Wildem, maybe I'm gonna be a little
That's
blunt
cool.
here.
That's
I
the
don't know
life
if that's a good
cycle,
idea.
bro.
Maybe.
I don't know, Core. I think you should just do him.
That's true.
Do you want to start heading over, Core, as Wildem does architecture work?
I'm willing to hang around and wait, see what he wants to do.
Yo, you can't kill any of these plants? You don't have any, like, poison on you?
The lady kind of
Me?
says, she's like, you're not killing anything
Yeah.
plant-wise. I don't think that's a good idea. I would just want, like, how about we just fix the shrine?
That sounds
That-
good.
Oh, yes,
Your
I
friend-
agree with her.
Your friend's gonna piss off a lot of people and then leave, and then I just say fix this shrine. I have no more energy. I've been crying.
All right.
You know, you
I mean,
really shouldn't be crying. It's just life.
I mean, do we have time? Oh, fuck me.
Everyone's head, like you hear a stick like break. They'll look at you and just stare.
Maybe we don't have time to fix this.
I kind of just.
Everyone make a perception check for a sec.
Okay. I'm just picturing like this broken down shrine. The only saving grace to it is this beautiful garden. This guy walks up in arm and says, "Let's kill half the garden."
I got a 19 on perception.
Oh
I got
god,
a 3.
I got a 5.
You see, who got the 19?
Core.
Core. You see, everyone's face, their eyes, including the lady you're talking to, turn black, and they're like, they all like paused as they did like a subtle pause as they're braiding, like as Willem's kind of just like put his hands up, going, "Whoa!" Everyone seemed to have spaced out at the same time.
Interesting.
And she's like, the lady goes, "Sir, just pay to fix the shrine. The wood is probably just old. She's probably just upset. We don't know. Just please don't kill the garden."
Okay. I'll let it live its natural life cycle.
And so they just spaced out and did nothing else after that, right?
Nothing else. They went back. They
Black
looked.
eyes.
They looked. Their eyes all flashed like a deep black, and then
Mhm.
faded back. And they're kind of just like, "Hey, man, like that's kind of fucked up."
Like Fayish or
You can't really tell. The eyes turn black.
oh, got it.
Like-
Okay.
Before you start going, is it Fey black?
Well,
Is
you
it
know what?
evil
I
black?
feel like
Is
there's
it
a good
undead
amount of
black?
fairies that have black eyes. I don't know.
Just turn
And we're
black.
dealing with Fae a lot.
They
I don't know.
just turn black.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna go off of that. I'm just gonna be like, we should probably pay to get the statue and skedoodle.
Okay.
Yeah, Wildem can definitely just pay to get the statue fixed.
It's like it's more or less the shrine. You look at the statue; it's pristine. You look at the housing it's in, falling apart, decrepit.
Okay.
Okay, so who can we pay to fix this?
That artist, you already paid him. You can probably just be
Okay,
like,
so
tell him
he'll
to
have
build
to.
it.
We'll have to find him and tell him to fix it up, not just paint it.
He's still in his shop. He never left. You guys
we'll
walk
just-
back out.
Oh, okay. We'll head over there, and I'm just gonna tell him to fix it.
On our way over there, I will mention to everybody. I'll ask, like, guys, did you see everybody like space out there for a second?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. Oh no, you're the only one that saw it.
He's
Right.
That's right, I'm wearing. Yeah.
Well, what looked like it just looked like their eyes went black. They kind of like froze up for a second, like just rebooted basically. It I don't know what that means. I don't know what happened before it, but maybe we just keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah, that is a little bit weird, you know, because you generally wouldn't see people grieving about death at the Raven Queen's altar, so I think something's up.
No?
Yeah, you would. You would. The Raven Queen's like the fairy. They grieve to her to hope they get past to the afterlife. She's like almost. They pray to her to hope that they made it to
The other side.
the other side.
Okay.
That's interpreting. That's what I'm getting for you, Matt. You interpret your gods. But so, you guys go tell the artist to fix the shrine.
Yeah.
Good.
As you guys make your way to do that, we are going to take a break. So we'll come back in 10 or 15 minutes. And see where this goes from there. So we'll see you then. Later.
Be back.
And we're back. After the group went to go talk to the artist about fixing up the shrine, we flashed to everyone meeting at the pit stop. Oh,
Baleen is not at the pit stop yet.
okay. As you guys are waiting, as it seems to be a poppin' crazy night at the pit stop, we flashed to Phaelin. Last we left you, you were at the Glory Pits, walking away with Fisky after talking to Jazz. What would you like to do?
So like they meet at the pit stop sort of like in the middle of this whole interaction, just FYI.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's about like early dusk, like afternoonish hours.
Yeah.
Phaelin is just kind of like on Fisky, make her way into like the Tri-Spire area.
Okay.
And she's going to head to the guild registration building and talk to whatever her name was. I forget. Beth.
Starosta Beth.
Yeah.
As you get into the
Stephanie.
Gilded Halls, as you get to the Gilded Halls, or Willows, I think it's Gilded Willows. Beth, you walk into. Are you wearing the hood up or hood in?
Hood is up.
What do you look like?
But
Is
it looks like me.
Okay.
Um,
As she sits there, feet up, she's kind of in a nap. She's like, oh, yeah. Can I help you?
So the way that Phaelin's kind of like riding in on this is like she's on Fisky's back, but she's kind of like laying on her stomach and like her like head's kind of like this. And as she approaches Beth, she removes her hood.
Ah, ha, ha. Cosmo. What can I help you with?
Hey, Beth.
Hi, Cosmo.
I have a bit of questions for you. Just personal little chit-chatty sort of things.
She looks at the sundial. Can you make it 5 minutes? I'm almost done with work.
Can do.
Okay, 5 minutes.
How hated am I here?
On a scale of 1 to they want to kill you?
Yeah, you could say.
They want to kill you, but then bring you back. Then they want to kill you again. Then bring you back. Then they want to kill you. And then leave you. Then bring you back. So yeah,
Right.
they don't. The
Okay.
Valley doesn't like you, obviously. How's
Oh,
everyone?
I wasn't talking about the valley. I'm just saying in general.
Oh, in general. Well, you kind of pissed off the house. Valley, you have a lovely relationship. I can tell you. They just miss you so much. They miss you.
They miss her small fucking neck so much.
Rolling inside to see if she's lying.
You can see the kind of like the condescending look. She's like, so much, the house, you kind of shit the bed on that one, I'd say.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Your friends shit the bed and then shouted your name, so
Thank you.
you also shit the bed.
I just wanted, for the record, I had nothing to do with us getting kicked out of House Evermore.
You were in the splash zone of the shit.
Yes,
Hence,
thank you.
You are full of shit.
I did nothing.
Okay, you tell yourself that.
I will. Thank you.
Okay.
And I tell other people that too.
Roll to believe me.
I'm so sure.
Second question.
Okay.
What exactly happened to Sterling?
Oh, they're not here anymore.
I know that.
Yeah, you see, similar case, they just lost a lot to new people. And eventually, it looks like one of your little Valley members that wasn't a Valley member anymore decided to go into another guild and try to make her way up through the ranks, and they did. They beat almost everybody in Sterling, so we got rid of them. as a whole. We all voted him out.
So it was just a transfer of power then.
Not really. They're not up to our standards. If a new team can beat an entire guild, why have that guild?
Guess you're right. Any word on any old guild members, valley members rolling through here? Or any word at all on any of them?
They seem to go to other places. Like Adonis especially. Hey, you know, I have some questions too. She kind of like looks for herself to her chair.
Fire away.
Why are you back here?
I have some unfinished business with the guild.
I've heard it so many times. I sit in this room, wait for people to come in. I need more. I need some substance. Actually, looks at this window. Make it 2 minutes of substance.
Well, you know whatever goes down here is between you and me, right?
With sauce.
Sometimes it depends.
The spicy meatball
Depends.
sauce.
Well, then I can't tell you much of anything then.
I mean, if it's illegal, I gotta report it.
Well,
And
it's
then
not
half.
going to be
Close the roaster.
illegal. Really?
Okay. Then what?
Do you think the way that the valley works is a bit unfair?
Yeah, but that's why they win.
Well, would you want to see something done about it?
She looks at all the trophies and the money and she's like, I get a commission off of it, so no. We're being very honest with each other.
Alright, fair enough. I can see where you're
Well-
coming from.
Bye.
Well, let's just say you probably haven't seen the last of me.
I thought that was the last time I saw you last time, so.
Nah, probably not.
Okay.
Expect to see me as much as you did before.
You gonna come in with that hood? Fancy little trick again?
For now.
That's boring.
Trying not to, get stuff thrown at me.
Everyone
jumped.
knows you're here. We
Doesn't
saw you
matter, they don't
walking
know
on-
who I am with the hood.
You have a giant bear.
Doesn't everybody?
No, actually, this is the city. We don't really let bears come in unless you have a permit, which you don't have.
But don't I?
But what if I did?
You're gonna have to register your bear before you leave here, or we take the bear from you.
Alright, alright.
That'll be 100 gold pieces to register your bear.
Am I paying this to you?
You're paying this to me, but it goes to the city. And I'll give you a permit card for your bear. And you have about, looks like a minute to make this decision before I'm off the clock.
Yeah. Take your money and clock out.
What's the bear's name?
His name is Fisky.
Cosmo.
Is it going under Cosmo?
Nope, it's going under Willow.
Okay. Well, Willow, here's your license. She slides you an official Zadash license for pet permit.
Alright, Beth, good talking to you. See you later, I guess.
See you around. As she kind of does that again.
Yeah, you bet you will.
She goes, all right. And she jumps off the stool. And you notice she's like, you know, those like receptionists with like the fupa and the big butt? Kind of just doesn't come off that way at the top half, but she just unkempt and chunky.
She's like on the way to the pit stop now.
And just goes to the back.
Have a great rest of your day.
Door shut.
Whatever. Alright, Fisky, let's just wander around, I guess, for a bit and head to the pit stop.
We flash to the pit stop as you guys are in discussion with the hostess. Guys, your table's up, but we only allow full parties, so is she here yet? So we're gonna have to skip
Phelan,
you.
where are you?
We held your spot up. We can only hold it for like 5 more minutes before we have to give it to the next party behind you. As you see, like a family of 4. And the one kid's like crying as he's like having a tantrum on the ground. And you see the mom just look at you like, "Please, we're hungry."
Hey, Phelan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm like 2 minutes away from the pit stop. You could probably see Fisky rolling down the road.
Okay, confirm she's within 500 feet. Give us 2 minutes.
She's like, and then you see the crowd kind of just getting back. Fine, here, I'll bring it to your table.
You just said 5 minutes. I said 2. Come on.
Bring it to your table, and you guys sit down towards the back right side of the restaurant. As one of the waiters comes up. Hi, welcome to Pit Stop. How can I get your order today? As he looks at this like elvish, like half elf dude with like a band bun. He's like, "What brings you guys in today? What can I get you?" As he looks around.
Was there any line of sight to like the kitchen? And anybody working in the kitchen? Any waiters that have helped us in the past, or has this person helped us in the past?
No, he hasn't. He looks dope.
Oh man, I was gonna order the huge.
He's like, "What can I get you guys?" As he looks.
I see this item on the menu called the huge. I want it.
Okay. And then what about you? He looks at you, Core.
I'll take a smoked pork shoulder. Some of that.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, Zelf?
Yeah.
You know my name. I talk
I'm looking at you because I can't look.
You know my name.
I'm looking at the camera.
I'm kidding.
I don't know who I'm looking at in my frame.
Well, no, he meant that the waiter knew Zelf's name.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm looking at who to answer.
I'm just gonna be like, I think I'll just take a pulled pork sandwich and a water. And hey, are you Elvish?
I think so. My dad, decided to be a piece of shit. So yeah, you can say that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, where are you from?
Is it? I probably don't know you. Not all half elves know each other. That's the kind of insinuating a little.
Well, of course I don't know you. That's why I'm asking you where you're from.
Not where are you from. Where are you from?
I'm from Zadash.
Yeah, where are you from? No, I know you're in Zadash now, but look, never mind. Just go to the next person.
Yeah. Looks at you, Artemis.
Probably want a pulled pork sandwich, not without the side of tood.
I would like a bison steak. Bison steak with cactus fries, please.
Okay, and then looks at you, Wilhelm.
So, and as I say this, I'm looking at Zelf. Let me get a filet mignon.
Wink. Yeah.
Okay, and you finally see another waitress walk out with a sundae, and she looks at you, looks back at the sundae, runs the other way. He's back!
Oh my god.
And then the waiter's like, "Okay, is your other friend coming soon?" This would be the time Bailey would roll up. Bailey, you notice the pit stop is like packed. Your bear is kind of like having trouble getting through.
The packed
And she
stuff.
doesn't really make it to the table. And he's like, "Oh, there you are. What can I get you?"
Beer. 2 beers.
Bambach, Hasseldorf.
Bambach is fine.
Okay. And he puts his order and steps back. So as you guys are waiting for your orders, what do you guys want to do? Talk about? Do things.
If
Did
failing,
we
no, go ahead, Bar.
I was just gonna ask, did we divide up the loot from the loot room that we did, like the money and all that?
No, you guys didn't.
We haven't
Not
talked
yet.
about that yet.
I would like to, if you guys want. I got some money from the sewers in what's his name's lab. We can dish that out if you guys would like.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm pretty low.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Can I roll an
Such
insight check?
lies.
So about the gold.
Can I roll an
I
insight check
can
see if he's
put in,
lying?
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, what do I roll against that? Persuasion?
You're gonna roll persuasion.
Where's my D20?
Does Phaelin and Artemis know that he's lying?
Yes.
No, they
You
don't.
saw him fork out 4,500 gold, and it has a platinum sword.
It was 4,300. Okay, don't get it twisted.
I only
I'm
rolled a
not that
5.
rich. And I rolled a 20, non-nat.
So you don't believe that he is loaded, but the other two girls know how much money he has.
And the other two keep they dumb mouths shut. Otherwise, I tell Zelf what type of books Artemis is into.
Funnily enough, he already knows
How?
what books I'm
What?
interested in.
Yeah? What books you're
Yeah,
newly
he ran a
interested in?
bookstore.
He ran a bookstore, but he couldn't read the books.
All right, Wildom, you were saying something too,
Oh, what was it?
and then Cora, you want to divvy up the loot?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
sure.
was-
All right, so everyone start working on divvy up the loot. You guys have the
Yeah.
numbers, and you subtract it. Whoever's the banker, you have a back check to put the gold that you guys got. Divvy up that loot, so you know what you guys each get. 'Cause this
So
is-
about that 100 gold, I could put in like the 50 silver and the 300 copper, but I already spent the 100 gold on restoring a monument.
you spent money that was everyone's.
You didn't have any of your own money to put that into?
You spent the loot.
How much money you got in your pockets, Willem?
Yeah.
I'm pretty low right now, to be honest.
What's
Check
low?
the character sheet.
Mm,
Yeah, don't. But what's low?
I'm
I'm kidding.
I'm at 568.
Gold.
Sounds like 468 to me.
Self has thousands of gold.
You mean Zara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he meant Zelf.
You got
Hey, and this is out of not. I'm just saying. I'll put up the silver and the copper. I already spent the gold.
What did you spend the gold on?
I told you, building the monument
You just
What
got here.
monument?
for the Raven Queen.
What Raven Queen?
This is the first they're hearing about this, Matt.
We just met up at the pit stop.
This is a lesson in metagaming now. They know what happened at a game. Those characters don't know.
Briefly
So,
explain
yeah,
it to
so,
us.
There's
What are
this
you
monument
talking
I was
about?
Celebrating,
Explain
and
it.
it's the Raven Queen's monument. And
Okay, well, I've never heard of that.
I so far have no connection to this Queen of Ravens, and I'm a Kenku.
Sure, like everyone that wasn't in Vice's Tell would know who Raven Queen is.
Okay, yeah. So it's this god that I started worshipping, and it's just the monument's a little beat up. So I wanted.
Hold
to
on a second.
So you
hold
spent
on a
second.
our money
Hold on.
to fix it?
Yeah,
It's
you,
Instead of
100
your
gold.
money to
Not
fix
that
you
it?
much.
spend our money on a god you worship.
Sounds about right for a
Tell
religion.
me that's my face, Wildem. Tell me that's what you did.
It's a small
Everyone,
from-
you can
a
just
small donation to the church.
No. I
That's
want
all
to hear
we're
this.
A
asking.
church that I don't go to.
I'm the least religious
Why would I
person in
make
this
a
party.
donation to a church I have never heard of before? Why would you do this?
Yeah, what if I was against the Raven Queen, Wildem? Then what? Then what, huh?
Then he'd have 368 gold in his wallet right now. Not
Yeah, because I would have beat it out of him.
568.
Oh my gosh.
You spent party funds on your own religion.
Wildem, we're not giving you any more fucking money. I hope you know this.
Core, what's the
Wilden, you
Hey,
don't
I
have
got
you don't
my
have
fair
money
share
to
of money.
you don't have money
on your
to,
own gold.
you don't have money to put into the pot.
Core,
You don't have your own money. Yeah, put your own money into the pot from the loot.
Core, from what I understand,
That was your choice to pay that artisan. You can't.
You
Core,
guys
Core,
didn't stop me.
Core. First of all, no one
I
was
thought-
with you. Second of all,
Hey, they're just as much as the problem. They didn't stop me.
Core. Let's talk
You
about
didn't
this.
say you were spending
Guys,
the party
guys.
fund. You fucking asshole.
Guys, what was Wildham's share of the loot, Core?
I'm
have.
still figuring it out. Probably not a whole bunch. So split 7 ways. It's kind of minuscule. So
Wildham, it sounds like you owe each of us 15 gold,
Oh my god.
and 15 is just an estimate. What's 15 times 6?
90.
Okay, you can keep 10 gold because I feel nice about the Raven Queen. All right, you did it for a charitable reason. Give me 15 of your gold and give everyone else 15 of your gold. That way, you only spent 10 of the party fund, and the rest of it came out of your loving heart and your loving wallet for your Raven Queen.
Man, I didn't think you spent the party fund on it.
No, at no point did you say party fund. You said that you were paying for it. That's what Core and I heard.
Wilden, I didn't know you had like funds from the loot room.
I didn't know you had funds either.
Yes,
Oh,
you
cool.
did. Everyone knew what, like, the respective groups knew how much you guys had before leaving that dungeon.
Yeah,
Cool.
like
So
me,
why
Phelan,
didn't
and
they
Artemis
know?
knew what we had, but you
Because
guys don't know.
probably didn't write it down. I'll be very honest. I say numbers, I tell you guys to write it down.
No,
That's
I
all.
remember what I got. I didn't write
I
down
remember
what
what I
they got
had.
because they found it.
I didn't.
They
Yeah,
found it. I didn't know that they didn't tell me.
I can't help you there. It's not communicating what you found, and I can't.
All we
Right,
know
right,
right now,
yes.
well, I don't know what you guys found in the laboratory. I know what we found. All I know is that Wildham spent our money and he owes us 15 gold apiece.
15's a little harsh.
Yes,
You spent the
Maybe you shouldn't have spent our money on a goddamn statue.
You spent 100 of their gold.
You spent 100 of the party fund. We're asking for 90. That's generous.
Let's do it. Let's do it even.
Yeah, 15's pretty
what?
even.
No,
You want to
it's
do
not.
even? All right, make it 16 gold apiece. Now you owe us more.
2, 3.
Yes,
4,
I don't know what you're
5,
thinking, Matt. Or Wilden.
What are you thinking right now?
6, 7.
I think it's Matt, not
I mean,
Wildham speaking.
Yeah.
I think you could always
Says-
round it up
I think
and
it's
give us 20.
I think it's 14 and
There's
28 cents.
There's 6 people, right? At 15 gold apiece, Matt. That's
6 or
90
7.
Gold. That's
Yeah, but then I don't get an
Oh.
even share.
because you're not.
You
You're
spent
paying
it!
them back. You're paying
If we're
everybody
splitting
back.
100 gold, we should split it 7 ways.
But you're not getting your share. You spent it on the statue already. Is what they're saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I'm not getting my. I should get 14 instead of getting 10. That's all I'm saying.
All right, fine. Take 4 gold off of me. Give me 11 gold. Give the
Oh
rest
my God.
15. Give the rest 15. Give me 11. And call it even.
So you're kinda
Okay.
rich.
Huh?
You rich, so.
Yeah, I'm 11 gold richer.
He's gonna be a rich sugar daddy at one point.
I'm conspicuously hiding a platinum sword on my back.
You didn't sell it?
I tried going to a blacksmith earlier because we had some free time, and he straight up told me I don't have enough to pay you for this. He gave me an estimate of what it's worth, so I used that estimate as my spending budget, and I got this really cool ring that I think will help us in our fights. And I showed them the ring of the shooting stars. Essentially, this is gonna help us. Huh?
Describe the look of the ring to them.
Okay. The ring, as I lift my hand up because I'm already attuned to the ring, you see this purple ring. Hang on, I gotta find the thing just so I can kind of describe it a bit better. you find this purple ring, or it's not a purple ring. It's like more of like a black metallic ring with a purple square gem set in the middle piece, surrounded by 3 like sapphires on each side of it, which essentially represents the charges that this ring gives me. Essentially, this ring is going to help us pinpoint enemies and make it easier for us to attack them, especially if those enemies are invisible, because it can essentially locate enemies that we can't normally see, if I'm lucky enough. So we'll see how that works. But I essentially got the estimate from the blacksmith and what I can fetch for this sword, and use that as my spending budget on this thing. I'm pretty happy with it.
Would be nice if you had lucky.
Yeah, right?
You also get to show off the new bag, Zelf, and what's in it.
Yes. Yeah, so guys, I know we were in the sewers for 3 days, but here is our real prize as I show off the bag. Kind of looks like an Indiana Jones style, like satchel man bag type thing. I've been holding it, but I already have the hat if anyone else wants to hold it, but it'll hold a lot of things. Many things.
Upon finally seeing this bag, Zara has flashbacks to when we were in the crocodile room, alligator room, and where he shouted out to the rest of the group, "Is this really worth it?"
You pull out what's in the bag.
I pull
out two broomsticks from Pumet Soul.
So
basically, we
a
can
couple of
use these
Swiffers.
to fly.
They know what the broom does. I showed
Yeah.
in that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
To what?
We fly.
Oh my god.
Fly off to the sun.
Oh my god. Can I try that later tonight, please?
Yeah. We need to come up with a word to activate the spell as we're holding it. So we can figure out the word now or later. Right now, kind of hungry, but I also got these 2 scrolls, and I wrote them down.
One was a fly.
Yeah,
Fly and like thunderbolt.
Yeah. Was it chain lightning? Wait, did I write it down? Fuck, did I write down everything else but that?
It was fly.
Okay. Yeah. I wrote down everything but
Call
that.
lightning.
I'm sorry.
Call lightning. My bad. Call lightning and fly.
Okay. Yeah, so I got these 2 scrolls from there. Oh, and I found out an interesting fact about my hat. So this whole time, I was gambling on all of our things.
Are you fucking
Apparently, well, I found it. It was a surprise to me too, because I found out yesterday. Basically, there's a chance every time I pull something out that I don't pull out whatever I was looking for, and instead I pull out something from someone else's witch's hat. Who would have thunk? Speaking of, I got this wand from my hat yesterday, and it kind of like curves, kind of like a 6-shooter with kind of like small branching. It kind of has small branching things that kind of make it look like a revolver. Yeah, I can actually cast a spell right before we all get into a big fight if I use this wand.
Okay, 2
So it's
comments on
pretty
that.
neat.
One, don't put that back in the bag. And
In the hat. The bag is safe.
In the hat. My apologies. Don't put that back in the hat. And 2, is there anything in that hat that we need to not be in someone else's ownership?
Right now, my hat is empty.
Perfect.
So
Probably best to just grab into the hat and play the lottery every now and then. I would be cautious to put things into the hat. That way it's a win-win.
I could put a whole bunch of rocks in and
He
see
has
what we
to-
can
he
get.
has to be looking for one of his stuff when he's pulling out something he owns. That's what.
Sorry, put Zelf's rocks in there. Oh boy, I hope I can find my rock. Oh no.
I
it's
hope I can
money.
find Freddy the Rock. Oh, it's money.
Oh no, it's money. Oh darn it. It's like when someone Venmos you by accident.
It'll never be money.
And
go ahead,
Also
go
in
ahead.
this bag, Phaline, we found something in the sewers, and I pull out the charge blade.
She got
Charge
that.
blade.
Oh, she already got that already? Okay, okay. I wasn't sure because I.
Oh.
Okay.
Now
I
it's
wasn't sure.
officially in your inventory.
Because
Yes.
I also have the scale mail.
Okay, so you have the scale mail. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Yeah, that's just about it.
Speaking of
Oh, we can fly.
failing, I noticed that when you met up with us, you only ordered 2 beers. Now, trust me, I'm a big fan of drinking your calories, but how was your day?
Yeah, are you okay? How'd it go?
I'll order food in a little bit. But, surprise, we're going back to the fight pits.
Yay!
Oh?
Why? But yay!
When?
Tomorrow morning. So clear your schedules.
Why?
Because we're going to try and join another guild.
Oh, but I had
Now-
lunch plans with my
Okay,
father
but-
tomorrow.
Ansel's just like,
But are we? But,
It's just
but
like he
are
pulls
we
out a
going to
paper,
be
he's like-
done by noon? Because we have to go pick up our outfits tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
it's
Easy
like
peasy.
I spoke to the house. You can't just jump ship.
First of all, did I ask?
We did.
What? Who shaved her bear? Jeez.
I don't. Okay.
We don't need House Evermore.
So why
Wait.
why am I gonna go with you again? You punched me.
Because this is all your fault.
You punched
wait.
me.
Wait,
You deserved it.
Phelan,
It
we
didn't
need
drop a
Phelan,
name.
we need more context. What's happening?
Remember the guild we were watching earlier? The Split Striders?
Yeah, the Star Spangled Striders. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on a scale of better than Evermore, it's like a 10.
Okay, I'm interested.
So, we don't
Okay.
need House Evermore anymore. We get into this guild, we're golden. Now, here's the catch. I was talking with the people in there, and they said, if you guys don't... Well, it's not official yet, but there's a chance. Once we get into this guild, you guys probably won't have to do anything. You don't even probably have to join if you don't want to. But this isn't set in stone just yet.
Okay, right, yeah.
Okay.
Hit the glory,
So
hit the glory
we're-
pits again. Phaline and the rest
we're
of the
competing
Dundos
tomorrow.
in the pits. Let's go.
We'll just head straight from breakfast.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay,
if I want to go.
Weldon, shut the fuck up.
Damn.
You owe me this.
I owe
She
you
she
this for
she
you
is she
punching me.
she is right. You owe all of this Wildem.
So I got stabbed by you.
we wouldn't need to be
I
understand that. I remember that very vividly. I could do it again.
Bless you. Oh.
We don't need to go guild shopping if we didn't get kicked out.
Yeah,
And
but you see,
shut up, Wildem.
you guys just met me and I'm getting stabbed and punched. Sucker punched.
Wildem, we've done a lot since that happened. Let me ask you a question. Don't you want to get stronger?
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
it.
This is the best way to do it. I understand like House Evermore didn't work out, but if Phaline is telling us that this house is 10 times stronger, that should be more than enough reason for you to want to be along for it.
Ansel's kind of like pulling his hair out because he just like is freaking out about talking about the house evermore. He's just like, oh no, no, no.
Ansel, looks like you're gonna have to join House Evermore for us, buddy.
I am not joining those losers.
See?
See, then you're on our side
Want to
about
join
it.
those losers?
No, but of course, shots at these.
Wait,
Oh,
why?
well.
Wasn't it obvious? He funds them.
Oh, all right. How about this? We'll. I don't even know. I don't know.
Wildem can join House
I will.
Evermore if he
I
wants
will
to.
talk to Korshad. You're probably gonna have to talk to him soon. I can't
Yeah.
always appease him. He gets moody.
Listen,
You
if
know?
if it makes it easier, I can join them and kind of cover. Like, I mean, if you were there at
No,
the fight pits,
no,
I was
you
the last
should've-
one standing.
Just talk to Krishot. We'll talk to him. I'll talk to him.
Oh, I don't like talking to him.
We're gonna go talk to him. 'cause
All right,
I'm,
fine. We'll do it. Are you gonna be there? Is Sestra gonna be there?
I don't know what Sestra is, but I know he's been staying with the gentleman. So
Oh, staying's a loose term. I've seen a few nips in the evening, but that's about it.
probably be back in the gentleman's. That's where he's been hanging out. They're catching up on some bullshit. So we'll be there.
All right.
Alright, well, side note. This guild already knows that I'm Cosmo, so somebody can't fuck it up again.
Listen,
say this,
all
the
I
food-
want is
the
an
guy's like,
apology.
"Oh,
I'll be
Bombuk?"
sorry if you're sorry too.
Who got the bomb buck?
Never said I was sorry about shit.
Over here.
Yeah,
and I
you're
point
not
to
yeah,
Bailey.
sorry.
Yeah, because you deserved it.
Got the
You
bison.
asked
Who
me.
who got the who got the shoulder and the
reason.
sandwiches?
You got us kicked out of a
And I
goddamn guild
point-
that we just got initiated into.
So wait,
Okay, and then what,
whoa,
the filet mignon
whoa,
over
whoa.
here, right? Filet
But
mignon
why
over
did
here.
I
Over there.
expose you?
Yeah, over there by the yelling short men.
Alright. Does
No.
the bear want anything? You guys good?
Well,
2
them
turkey
6
legs,
foot tall.
please.
He's okay. Okay, yeah. Keep going. You guys keep going. Just keep...
But
Okay.
you know, you just punched
They're
me
dicks.
for no
Okay,
reason.
bye.
I guess,
Because you made us kicked out of the
I,
guild.
I get that you were drunk, but I mean, like, it was between me and you know.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh
You can do it.
shit, girl, pair of balls,
Zara.
Wildum.
There you go.
Between me and Sarah, and you know, we got in a fight, and then you
Oh, I'm
just sucker
sorry, you
punched
can't
me.
handle a girl
Hey,
punching you.
hey,
Shut the
Artemis.
fuck
Sucker
up.
punched me.
Yeah.
What?
So I told
I
Willem that
just
I was gonna
got
flavor his
revived and he
food to
sucker
be a
punched
blueberry
me.
sundae. That's his
Yes,
favorite.
stop here.
I just want to
Oh
make
my
it taste
God.
like shit at
You
this
know, I'll
point.
be sorry. for getting
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can always
I'm
just
gonna do
not.
that.
You can
No,
always
I'm
just
not.
leave it and make
Because
him
you
eat
deserved
it.
it in the end.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
So
even
if you're
better.
not sorry, I'm not sorry
Do it
either.
for
Listen, you
Right.
pull your weight in this fight we have
And then
tomorrow, and then
turn it
maybe I'll
off
say
for
I'm
the rest
sorry,
of it.
alright?
Yo, guys, the
Punch
weather
me
was
when you're
so
drunk
nice
and you're
today,
not
right? Did you guys
apologizing.
catch that?
Yeah, it was really
Right
nice.
away.
I really, you know,
It's like,
like-
Cora, so how's your day, Cora?
It's okay.
But he's just overloaded. What
Just try, just do it.
Wait.
Wait, Core, wait,
Listen,
Core.
Wilden,
I'm
do
sorry,
you
I'm
want to
sorry.
get punched
Artemis,
again?
Artemis,
Because I'm
Artemis.
ready.
Artemis, before
Guys,
you dive into what you say, before you dive into what you say, Core, is George alive?
George is very much alive, and we got him a dapper tie.
Oh, thank God.
bow
Okay,
tie.
all right. I can eat now. I can eat
Does
now.
he have water? Does he need
Yes.
water?
No, he's
Okay.
good. I gave him water.
Okay. Pockets clean.
Yeah.
That was all taken care of.
Mhm.
George just installed a new patio furniture.
He's got central air in there.
Guys, something really weird happened.
What happened?
So everything was fine, and then we split, and I went on the walk in the park before coming here, and something really weird happened. Okay, there was like this shadow thing, and it like attacked this one guy, and I went over to see if he was okay because he like recoiled and like reset. It was weird, and
That's
then
pretty normal to me.
but I went over to him to see if he was okay, and he said that, yeah, he was fine. It just felt like he got stung by something, like a big bug, and he kept touching his neck. But then when he and his friend walked away, there was some weird, like, mark that glowed and then disappeared.
Did you
It's really weird.
Did you catch what that mark looked like? Because me and Ansel were walking down, and while he was yelling at me about the book.
So Tusk love, Cora.
God.
You gotta check this
No.
book out here.
So
Here,
when
you
he
can't
Wait
do
a minute.
when he
Can't
was
do the book.
when he was yelling at me about that, I saw something similar. Like this weird shadow kind of darted past me and hit this dude who was standing in the street reading a book. But I mean, you know me, I don't really give a fuck about people, so I didn't really
He can't
stop
see
to ask.
much. Ansel's like he doesn't pay attention much anymore.
Ansel, you shut up, okay? You've been talking about this book for hours. I don't need to see
My
what you're
DM.
doing to know that you're horny.
Didn't you see something?
Hold on.
My DM.
Yes.
With my passive perception, did I see the shape of it, or did I just see
You're
something?
able to see the mark, at least.
There was just something.
Yeah, you just noticed something.
But I didn't know what it was.
No.
Okay, so I couldn't tell what shapes it was. It was just a weird shape thing. Some mark showed up that popped off of his skin because it was a different color, glowed, and then it disappeared.
All right, Artemis, I have a question for you.
Cora's gonna say something first.
Okay.
Well, I was just gonna say I saw something similar. We were at this shrine, and all the people there just kind of froze up. Their eyes turned black, and they kind of like just rebooted for a second, and kept going.
I wasn't close enough to see his eyes.
All right, perfect.
I
Question
wonder
for the
if they
party.
got dark.
Question for the party. Is this our business, though? Should
Yeah,
we really be
happening at
sticking our nose
everybody.
where it shouldn't belong?
Sounds like
I
a
mean,
Zadash
No, but it
thing.
was-
everybody.
We are
Yeah.
not
We are-
derailing this campaign.
We are part of everybody.
I don't know,
We
man.
never
Like,
got
wait,
it. We
wait,
never
wait,
got a
Cor,
request.
Cor, did it happen to you? Didn't happen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it really our
until my eyes
business,
go
though?
black like my feathers,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think this is an
Well,
issue.
it's
What
not
color
an
eyes do you
issue
have?
for us now.
Not black.
But if something weird were to happen, are we going to just... Well, yeah, I guess we can just turn a blind eye to it, but that would be kind of stupid. Because what if it would affect us?
You know,
Well, if
I
it
say we
affects
do
us,
it to
it affects
protect
us.
what's the shopkeeper's name?
Kumat?
The invulnerable
Kumat?
vagrant. We gotta
Kumat.
Yeah, we gotta protect Pumat.
Why? Is he part of the Raven Queen?
No, you know, we're just letting people go around getting attacked by shadows. Maybe it goes over to our good friend Pumat.
Well,
All right. Well, the last time we had to investigate shit, 2 people died. So
Yeah, this is true.
No one
I mean-
died on my hands.
okay. Well, you weren't here, so
I mean, at least it's something to keep an eye out. Maybe I ask around. I'll ask Shakasta when we go back to the hut
15.
or the.
All right. No, keep going. Keep going. I'll message you, Artemis. Keep going.
I was just saying.
I heard it.
I'll ask Shakasta when we go back. Maybe it's something to keep an eye out. I know we've been battling these reflections, and you know, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know if everybody.
My stance on it is that keep an eye out for it, but I don't think we should be proactively trying to get into trouble. I feel like trouble has its ways of finding us.
Zara.
You guys know about
Guys.
Baba Yaga?
Wait. Shh. Does no one else know that it's silent?
You look. Everyone in the restaurant is staring at you guys. Pitch black eyes. Looking
Oh,
at
no.
you
Oh,
see what happens when you make things our business.
I
as
blame Core.
we
I blame
end
Core.
the session here, and we'll pick back up next time. We'll see you guys next week, and we'll figure out what's gonna happen here.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Oh,
are we
shit.
guys
Bye.
civilians? What the fuck?
Bye.